Welcome everyone to Fifth Dragmar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. We are going to be continuing on the path that leads to glory. Gotta try to break down the bonds here. Start making space. Because making space is going to be important here in order to get progress. So we got one up there. We're going to start making the 4s. We're going to start upgrading this lady's skills. So that we can start up, and I'm going to send her three times and lock her in. Too many of those. Start using the Fate Lanterns. Can use more silver. A rare book, I'll take it. I'll take energy fuel, even though I haven't spent a ton of it here. More champion stuff event. Okay, first things first, we're going to use a Hydra key. Going to obviously use Drexthar, a cleanser, some extra heals, a sill, and a bit more burns. With Ninja. This is one of the last uses of Ninja, and I will be raising more HP burn champs over time. HP burn is the primary method in which I damage this boss. Using Doom Priest to help out. Gotta keep the burns up. Vogoth will soon be available to buff our damage. So we're already at over a mil, which I'm happy about. Normally, we don't get this far. So I'm glad to get this far. Trying to get some burns on there. Trying to keep the burns on that head. Decrease speed. I'll take it. 2 million damage. I'll gladly take that. We're improving. We are definitely improving. Our arena is going to take a long time to improve, though. Our arena is still Garbaggio. We're going to need something ridiculous to cure it, although I do think Yannicka will help. Not in all situations, but in more situations. Once she fully grows up. All right. Got at least one under our belt. We're going to chip our way up here. We don't need any more energy fuel, although I will be grinding my way up for silver. Another Odachi. I'm going to have to use him to book the current Odachi. I feel like it's getting to that point. I know there's an Odachi somewhere in here, but we only need one built. But where the heck is he? There he is. Oh, his skills have been upgraded. Oh, well. We got other stuff to do anyway. Gotta start the climb. So we're gonna want Deekster, him, Cecilia, Syl, And Mr. Mags, we will throw Yannicka in when her time comes. And her time will come. And when she comes, her time comes, that's when we'll be using her. We do not have the precious Seer. We have the Seer for the other account. Or Ethos or something like that. The problem with my Seer on the other account, I will show you. The problem goes like this, right? Hang on. Oh. Sorry about that. Yes, the Doom Tower climb begins. Yeah, I don't trust Mag as a damage dealer. I don't. I don't trust Mr. Magnar here as a damage dealer. Seer is infinitely better for most purposes, but we don't have her, so we have to make do. We have to make do. Let's keep going, because I've got to get all the way up to floor 10 and knack that secret room if we can in the process. Because of Vogoth, we have a chance of killing Eternal Dragon. True story. We have a chance. We got to develop Vogoth. Now you're like, but why Vogoth? Well, Vogoth has a lot of damage mitigation, which is something you generally need for this boss, as well as Jereg. Because the boss hits like an absolute cannon. It would be preferable to have block damage for this fight, but like on a team-wide basis. But we'll have to do with Ursula's damage mitigation potentially and rebuilding Ursula with more resist. Or something like that. We will need our own resist team. There's no getting around it. There is no getting around that. I did see the new game that's out. Hi-Fi. That Hi-Fi Rush. Yeah, that was a really good game. I do hope to do it in the future, but the problem is I have so much on my plate. I just got 990 CP and the parse is proving to be a nightmare. But I figured out some new data that might help me with it. Because I'm like trying to qualify at the same time as post all these videos for you guys and then do raid. Like it all stacks up. And then I have to do work outside. I cleared the driveway. Like there's all sorts of things I have to do. So I actually get very busy very quick lately. So yeah. We're going to want to kill these Queen Evas before Queen Eva starts causing, chaos. It's floor 3. We're not far up yet, so we can't relent until we can scroll down 10 floors. We can't even relent. We want to target these Trundas because you don't want the main thing in killing Trunda is not letting her get going. Because if she gets going, your chances of winning go down dramatically. Like, you do not want to give Trunda a turn, if at all possible. You can do it without that, but you need damage mitigation of a severe degree because otherwise she will kill your whole team. Straight up. Like, she hits like a truck. I think you've seen that before. We don't need to repeat that experience. Alright, next. Floor 5. I know this isn't the best experience, but we haven't built out the Seer yet entirely. I will be building the Seer next to show you, like, fully. I will build out the Seer. I will show you the Seer's progress. Because I've got to show the Seer to show that this is a unique episode. That it's not the same as the rest of the times I've climbed this tower over and over and over again, trying to climb higher up the tower. The thing is, this account finally has a Vogoth or something. Like, it has a Vogoth. I mean, there are substitutes, but there isn't many. And most of them are hard to find. To let us survive the dragon, because the dragon hits hard. Like, seriously hard. Okay. Here's some choices. Eventually, I could make Marquess a nuker for this, but right now it's going to be Kale. Because the other guy, the Fellhound, doesn't have his build filled out yet. And well, not eventually, but later on, I could also use Cold Heart. But Cold Heart is not the best at wave clear. Just want to clear it so I can get closer to what I want. I do not like where this is going. Because that means they get too tanky. Well, I guess not right now, but they can. They can, theoretically speaking, but not in this situation. We're built up enough on this account that it's not a big issue. So we got some Acoth the Seared frags. We're going to want to continue to collect Acoth the Seared. Because I want him. And I don't have him on here, and I need to gather him up again. Yes, I do a lot of raid each day. I don't film all of it, but I do more raid than I lead on. But in fact, I do way more Elder Scrolls than I lead on. The problem is, I've filmed a lot of it, but I haven't posted it because I've been too busy playing the game. Just straight up playing the game, trying to learn how to play, trying to get as much champion points in as short amount of time as possible. And then, of course, other stuff has cropped up after I did that that makes it so I can't post. because I'm too occupied with other things. Just stuff comes up, you know. I don't like to say that that's happening, but it's happening. I just want to let that be known. So people were like, "What's happening with your videos? Why aren't you posting as much?" That's why. I'm getting to be more busy. Both with the game and with things outside the game, and that's why it's harder to post. That's why. And I'm like trying to get my YouTube channel rolling. I got some subs recently. I still need to do Breath of the Wild. I still need to do Breath of the Wild. Because this account doing the final, well, not this account, the other account doing Eternal Dragon is kind of a shoo-in. Especially once I get Seer rolling. Because trust me, when Seer gets rolling, it's pretty scary. It's very scary. But I haven't entirely got that going. I have to get a team that can enable Seer to do damage that isn't a whale team. So that's a bit of a problem. I'm sure I can work something out. I'm sure of it. Because I was up late last night trying to grind. Trying to get the CP and stuff and to do a parse. The parse thing didn't work out. I have to try again today and see well now at least I know to time all the attacks. It's all about the timing. It's not just the timing of the abilities, it's the timing of the basics at the exact, like you can do it too fast or too slow, so now I just have to actually understand there's a bunch of timing involved and just have to get the timing down. And once I get the timing down, we should, in theory, be able to get 56k, and after I put the gold damage rune on the armor, I should theoretically, this is only in theory, theoretically be able to get 56k parse and get tier 1. Theoretically speaking. It's all theoretical. Theoretically, if I can get all that done, then I'll have it. Because the reason I say that, it's not because, oh, you know, Vaporsmith, you don't have the CP. I got the 990 CP. I've got video proof of it, and I'll show you. I've got video proof of the 990 CP, so I'm putting that concept to rest right now. Put that concept to rest. Just like I put that Night Terror to rest. I'm going to put that concept to rest because I did it. I got the 990 they wanted, and now all that remains is the parse. Sure, I'll get more CP later. Sure, I'll get the next 10 to get to 1,000. Sure. And sure, getting 1,000 increases my chances of getting into normal trials. Sure. But, I still have to do that parse. Because whether I get 1,000 or not, it's not going to give me extra credit. The only way I can get extra credit, and this time for real, is I have to pass the parse. But I've got some new plans on passing the parse, and hopefully, this time, I'll actually do it. And this time, after a couple more attempts, I'll actually win. Now, here we're going to want to target some things. This is not good. So she gets a reset. Okay. Alright, so this is the first boss, the Griffin. How do I want to approach this? Let's put her in here for the heck of it. Deacon's main job is just to cut through the waves. And it's the same thing with that's his main job. Clear those two first waves. Now we don't want to time compress the Griffin. Get the burn up. The reason we don't want to time compress the Griffin, right, is that if we time compress the Griffin, bad things happen. There's our decrease attack. Boom shakalaka. Done. There you go. Fresh. We can do this. We'll do the other one in the next episode to try to keep things streamlined so that my raid audience doesn't lose attention span. Because I've got this sinister sinking feeling that they have a low attention span. It's just this sinking feeling, and I don't want it to be wrong. I mean, I don't want it to be I don't want to do it wrong. I'm a perfectionist at heart, as you guys probably know by now. Okay, we will continue in the next episode with, well, let's see. Do we have any more food assembled? Like, ready to assemble that I'm not. Because right now, we have 4 chickens as well. See, these other champs, their purpose, right, in life, their purpose is simple. But before I leave, and this is what I actually got to do. As I made a promise, right? And I'm not going to break this promise. Remember how I said we were making progress on Seer? So, there's the progress on Seer. Look at those abs. So good. And that face. Amazing face. Amazing champion. Fantastic specimen. She also does a lot of damage. Like an unbelievable amount of damage. Got her to level 49, but that's not all. We also got 1 rank 5 food for her. And another food. Almost pretty much identical food. But he needs to eventually build these up. And then from there, well, let's just start with that, shall we? Because, like, here's the deal, right? There is a long bureaucratic process involved in making a rank 6 champion. And as a free-to-play, there is no easy way to skip that bureaucratic process. So the bureaucratic process continues. Because we'll need a bunch more of those 4 things, and then we'll stack them up. Like, I was farming food on here previously. There's, like, reasons. Like, the other one's for Vogoth, and this one's for Seer. I will be making also... I will be trying to max out Cleopteryx. I have Yannicka maxed, but not fully leveled on both accounts. Like, not maxed, 6-starred, but not fully leveled on both accounts. So, it's a bit of a slog. So, we have a lot of Fate Lanterns. I did not want that. I did not want that. Okay, that wasn't terrible. Could use that. Well, I got some stuff. The Thrala is progressing. And next time we'll be climbing the Doom Tower. Let's just do an arena for the heck of it. Here we're actually going to want maybe that. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to give it a go. Decrease it. Get that provoke. Decrease accuracy. Let's just go. There we go. Let's try to provoke. Get some more poison in. Strip his buffs. Okay, actually tell this is going to take forever. Let's try to find something else. Anything else that's like partially convenient. You know, I have an idea, but it's nasty. I'm gonna go to one of my old standbys. Right. Where is he? Him. And him. And then... You know what I want to try? Well, first actually I just want to do the Deacon one, because the Deacon is going to put in the decreased defense. You know what? Since they don't have a Reviver, I could just pair. I know you guys don't like Kimi, but screw it. Screw the Kimi haters. I'm going to kill them all. I don't care if there's a Kimi involved. It's time. Okay, so he's provoked. Control again. Go again. I love playing with Kimi. Look at this. They can't do crap. Because the Kimi just blows him to shreds. I don't know why more people don't use that champ. She works. I know they're all Arbiter lovers. You can see all the Arbiter lovers, but there's no love for Kimi anymore. Nobody seems to care. Oh, and it annoys me that nobody talks about Kimi anymore. Like the one moment of glory, I get the Kimi, and everyone's like, oh yeah, Kimi is great. And the next thing is like, what Kimi? Kimi doesn't exist. It's like, are you for real? I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to use her anyway.